Hello there everyone, Justin Winnebo here, the ThrashMetalGuru. Welcome back for another episode over on my YouTube channel. Well, here's how it's going to go again. Now, if any of you recall the video I made over Mcjuggernuggets about the spectrum of real or fake, well, I'm a little bit late to the party by saying this, but up to date with some of Mcjuggernuggets' videos. One video I saw over how someone sent him a letter in the mail, which is trying to address to his father. Whoever sent that out, I'm not exactly sure. To some extent, I don't really know what to make heads or tails on that one. But here's how things are going. On the fan mail on one of the videos that Mcjuggernuggets has made, I'm not going to pinpoint his real name out because, out of, respect of a human being that I am, I don't reveal personal names. And in case any of you are wondering, no, I am not the guy who sent out the fucking letter or anything, in case anyone gets that impression. Whoever that person was, they know who they are, I don't know, so that's none of my business. But I got to thinking, after seeing the, what was the Q&A, or the fan mail, what he's reading, he comes to admit, and he's admitted this kind of multiple times even with the Psycho series videos when his dad destroyed his monitor, or I guess his TV, or whatever he's recording on, he's admitted that the Psycho series is real. Now, before I go any further with this, let me set the record straight here, that I even said regardless of the spectrum, whether it's real or fake, here's the thing. I will still respect your opinion, whether if you think it's real or fake or not. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to call you retarded. I'm not going to say anything that, regardless of the fact if it's congruent to what I'm saying. But I am convinced now that after what he said, and after all this drama that's going through, after all that stuff being destroyed, after all that stuff being said and done, I believe it's real. I do. And some of you juggies, are going to think I'm absolutely retarded and fucking stupid for believing that. But we'll get to that part later. Let's get to the part where I want to explain a little bit more about these Psycho series videos. As we learned from the beginning, from the first episode of the Mcjuggernuggets Psycho series, where Dad destroys the Xbox, we pinpoint from the obvious points. Regardless of beating a dead horse, we can take down the obvious notes all the way up to date, where his son, the dad, or his son, Mcjuggernuggets, breaks his father's trophies in retribution for his father breaking his YouTube play button. Now, let's go down the list as we go along, pinpointing some of the obvious things. First episode. When your father tells you not to do something and you do it anyway, expect there to be consequences for that sort of thing. 2. From the video, I guess, where Mcjuggernuggets was threatening to tell his brother about the video that his dad uploaded, when you get a feeling that something is going to go wrong with a little reaction prank, expect there to also be consequences to that point, because when you damage someone's property and all that, it should probably occur to you. Now, of course, 3 times can't be a charm, because if you can't learn your lesson from there, it's not much. But this is one I can let slide, because this is one of those, it's a simple brother thing, where his brother clips off a clip of his hair. That one I can let go, because that's not really doing any harm. It's not really destroying anything. It was a clip of hair being destroyed. Obviously, the one that got me to analyze these videos the most, that got my behavior from laughing at it to being very, I can say appropriately enough, disgusted by it, where his father destroys his Xbox games with his lawnmower. And so what makes this more to it, and we're going to go obvious along to the line that we can just skip ahead a little bit to, how should I put this, where he continues to this point. I understand that you make an income off of YouTube, and I totally get that. I have nothing against that. That's your thing. What I'm just saying to you is that, and I'm going to give you some harsh criticism on this, and don't think of me as a bully, don't think of me as a person who's going to give you shit, because this is just criticism that I'm giving to you, and it's going to sound a little harsh, but I think you really need to sink it in, because to be honest, before we get into the harsh stuff, Mcjuggernuggets, I want to be completely honest. You have good content. You do, don't get me wrong. Apart from the Psycho series videos, you have pretty good content. Your gaming channel seems to be doing pretty good. Some of the things that you did with the collabs with your family, that seemed to be doing good. I understand that there is pressure going on after the means of what you have discovered over by the end of college, that things start to pressurize. But here's the thing that I gotta tell you, and a lot of people are not gonna agree with me on this, because I consider it more of a privilege, but I do not consider YouTube an actual job. Now, before everyone jumps on me on this, I can say that yes, you do. I could consider to some extent that it can be a job because you are providing a certain type of entertainment, certain type of content that is complicated to put on YouTube at times, and I can agree with that. That point to I can even at least extent is a part of a job that I could consider. But the thing about this is that when you get upset, you whine, you moan, you bitch, and you complain about shit. Now, here's the part where you're probably not going to agree with what I'm going to say here too, because I don't really think of your father as crazy. Yeah, I said it. Because here's the one thing that we should obviously know. You lived under his house, and how do I best explain this? It wouldn't be that bad to get a job. It's not like you have to give up your YouTube channel. It's not like you have to give up the income that you make off the YouTube channels. Hell, that's, and something I encourage you, because not only would you make money off of your YouTube videos, I mean, if you got money also from your job too, that's extra in your pocket there too. Now, I'm not saying that you should go get, I'm not telling you anything. But what I am really, from all this, I really find this sad. Because after console, monitor, all this other stuff, and that's my cat, Fix No Walk By, I don't know why he keeps doing that. Wheezy, buddy, can you do me a favor? Can you just walk over here real quick? Sorry, thank you, buddy. Now, what I find to this is that, problem number one, I've said this before, but I feel as though strongly that you are very much leeching off of your mother and father. Now, I can get sometimes, we all have the part where we have a dysfunctionality to that sort of way of our brother, father, and mother. But let's also fast forward to the part of Thanksgiving and Christmas. You did claim it yourself that everything that you've done so far in Psycho videos is real. So, we can clarify and confirm that you, by all means, ruined Thanksgiving for the entire family by flipping over the tables that had food on it. I don't want to bring this back up in means of making you feel bad, but here, that is the reality that comes. Your mistakes do come up on that thing, and everyone else sees those kind of mistakes that you made. Then we can go on to Christmas, where you burned a Christmas tree because you didn't get what you wanted. Can you kind of see where this is going? Because your actions and consequences lead to this sort of thing. It's like if you can't have it your way, no one can have it their way. That is the problem. I think, and here's the harsh part, I think you're spoiled. I think your mother coddles you too much. No disrespect to her, but I really do think that she does coddle you. Apart from that, I think you whine too much. You complain that you don't get it your way. Someone always has to take your side. But we fast forward all the way through, and this is something that really, you could say in a way, intrigued me. London. Yes, we'll fast forward all the way to London. When you yourself said you paid for a trip to go to London and you brought your father with you, I couldn't care less if you said about Master Chief being a better man than your father. Well, newsflash, he's a fictional character. Let me scoot this over. And second, when you pay for a trip like that to go see something that you won't really see on a daily basis, rare views of London, despite the fact that it's raining. You had your father go out and film all that other stuff while you were inside all day playing video games. In fact, that's the only thing that you have been doing by far in the majority of those videos, of the Psycho series videos. You are playing video games. I get it. If you love it, if you have a passion for video games, by all means, I don't fucking care. That is you. But the thing about it is, when you live under someone's roof, they have to pay that sort of shit and all that other stuff. And, just saying, if you got your own job, established some form of credit, you got your own place, you don't have to fucking worry about it. And, of course, from what I know right now, you're sleeping out in a tent behind your father's house using his electricity, so you're still technically leeching off of him, since you still are technically living on that property using his electricity. And I don't know, possibly eating some of his food, but... To the London thing. Sitting on the bed, playing video games, despite the fact that it's raining outside in London, even though, despite the weather, it is a rare view. And then your father breaks your Nintendo DS, throws it in the shower. That's the part where you start whining. The part what disturbs me most about the video is that when you said that you wish he was dead. I don't think you're learning a single thing from what your father tells you, and I don't think he's crazy. Oh wow, Justin, holy shit. I'm siding with the father? Well, fuck yeah. Because it's apparently obvious in my fucking eyes, in my perspective, that you're the one pissing him off. Of course, back then, a prank that got out of hand, I really think you should have really thought that one through. Which I believe you did, because I saw the conversations that you met, and that could have been bad, but I can forgive that one. But after that, we can go to the party, or the YouTube play button list, and the way that you smart-mouthed your father right in front of the camera, in front of the whole entire audience. Don't you even realize how big that fucking number is? Harsh reality right there. I don't really condone this, but if I had anyone talk to me like that, I would slap the fucking shit out of them. I don't know how your father has to put up with that shit. Truth and reality. I've said it before, you live under your father's roof. He's the one, and your mother is the one paying the bills and shit, and you're just acting ungrateful. So we're going to fast forward now. We have the part... and the one I can also forgive instantly, and I think it was fucking funny, was the fact that you got locked out of your house, and you struck down to your underwear running across, the backyard to your hill. That one, I could no harm, no foul done on that one, because nothing was broken. Not really much escalation came up to that point. I think your brother's hilarious, by the way, but I think he's cool. But past to that point, we go to the part where you take retribution on destroying his stuff. Or your father's stuff. I get it to the point that destroying things is completely unnecessary. All those things cost a lot of money. And the fact that when you pissed your father off and he burned your Wii U, I think to you that should have been a wake-up call. You need to get your own place then. And another thought that came to me, and I've said it before, you gotta really stop letting your mother coddle you. You need to stop hiding behind your mother. I really think you need to be more grateful about what you have in your life rather than complain about, for example, one, wishing that your dad was dead at one point. I really don't know if you still hold that sort of disdain to him, but I really think that you need to be more grateful. You need to quit leeching off of your mom. You need to quit letting her coddle you. Just my criticisms. You need to stop complaining. You need to stop whining. You need to take more action as a man. If you want things to go smoothly, then you're going to need to take a step forward. Get your own place. Get your own means and shit done. And criticism, if you really want to make more money, by all means, you can still make money off of your YouTube stuff. I mean, whatever floats your boat there. But if you really want your father to get off your ass, first of all, one, you might want to get yourself a job, too, along with your YouTube stuff. It's not, like I said, it's not like you have to give that up, but it would help. So, wake up. But here's one thing I will give to you. Some of the videos that you're making now, they're pretty good. I don't hate you. I don't. I really think, though, that you really need to get your head out of your ass. My hair's a mess. It's never like this, but just get your head out of your ass. That's all I'm saying. I know you're not gonna agree with a lot of things I'm saying, and don't count this as bullying because I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you how it is. Of course, I know it's gonna piss you off that I'm saying that your dad's not crazy and I think your brother's funny, but that's as far as I'm gonna go. But that's just the sort of thing I have to say. ThrashMetalGuru here, signing out. Good night.